Hello everyone, V2 back again with another edition of What's on Deck, your favorite weekly video, I'm sure, where we look at what is new and upcoming in the world of playing cards. So let's get started with a look at Kickstarter. There's definitely things to talk about. The Bicycle Koi from Collectible Playing Cards is funded with 6 days to go. Not a big surprise there. It's not a bad looking deck, but one that I'm personally going to wait on till later on. Next, we have a new one from Bonafide Playing Cards. It is the King's Game Playing Cards, which I saw recently on Instagram that was coming out. I don't remember if I mentioned it. It is 32% funded, 14 days to go. It's a pretty short campaign. I'm assuming it will fund. I expect it to. And here you see one of the top cases. It's gold on black. It's all about chess. It's a chess theme, which we've seen a few times now. Pretty nice tuck case, lots of foil and UV inks. There's also a alternate tuck case, which is copper and white, and I think absolutely unnecessary. We don't need tuck swaps. I thought we had gone to a point in time where tuck swaps were kind of a thing of the past, but here we go again, bringing them back for some reason. It doesn't even look that great, the copper on the white. The black on the gold is not bad. Again, personally, of these ones, I think it's just too much. It seems like it's an overabundance of gold and copper foil. If it was more detailed and actually you see both sides of the tuck case are basically the same thing. If it was a little less, like it just seems like it's almost the whole thing is just gold or copper foil. It just seems like it's a little bit much. It's not bad though. The back design you see right there is well, it looks like a dartboard, even though it's supposed to be chess related, which, I don't know. I mean, there's other decks that are chess related that are obviously different. I do like the court cards. Very nice. Full bodied, kind of, vintage inspired. Although, the Kings and Queen are full body, but the Jack is not, which, again, it's kind of weird. Why not just keep them all the same as opposed to some are mirror image and some are one way? It just doesn't make much sense. The back design is nice, but again, it looks like a dartboard instead of being related to chess. Black court cards are black and gold, which is nice. The red ones throw in some red coloring. And again, here you see the Queen is actually mirror imaged. So why are some mirror imaged and some are one way? It doesn't make sense. The aces are nice for what they are. The number cards, of course, are nice. I mean, it's not a bad looking deck to be printed by Expert Playing Cards in a classic finish. There's two different tuck options. I think this is one I'm just gonna wait for afterwards. Again, I'm gonna actually, question them probably on why the King of Spades and Queen of Spades are one way, but the rest of the court cards are apparently mirror image. It just doesn't fit well together, in my opinion. Keep it one way or the other. Anyways, let's move on. We got the Diamond Playing Cards number 5, Winter Warmth by Diamond Playing Cards. It is 86% funded, 20 days to go, just a matter of time. This is, I believe, the second variation on the deck. Here's the mess. And it is basically a recolor of the previous deck, and it really does nothing for me. I don't really care for that back design, and don't really care for the colors too much in this case. Those are massive pips on the number cards, by the way. Massive pips. And you see the original one in blue and green colors. This one actually looks more like a fall and winter deck as opposed to a spring deck with the red colors, the orangey colors. Actually, it's a winter deck, sorry, not spring, but still, it does not look like a winter deck. It's stupid. Why is it winter warmth? It looks like it's a fall deck or something like that. The original one they put out, kind of like a summer type color or a spring type color. A winter deck should have been bluish colors. I don't think the color scheme really fits. I get what they're going for, like a fireplace type thing. Just does not do it for me. Then we have the Bicycle Prism Gilded deck in red from Collectible Playing Cards, 63% funded, 24 days to go. I'm sure it will fund. I'm just not sure I want to spend the money. It's $40 US for one deck, which is the same price as the original, but I'm not sure I'm feeling this color. And also, you look at this gilding, that's not Prism. It all looks like it's the same thing. You don't really see the Prism thing that you do with the original Prism Gilded deck. And I guess they're going to have the same card, same thing going on with the cards in the tuck. But see, here you see the Prism gilding, and that's what it should be. On this red one, you don't see it. It just looks red, and I'm not sure I'm interested in that at that price point. We'll see if it funds or not. Next, we have the Kiss Me playing cards by Bokobo, 46% funded, 21 days to go. Sounds like a ripoff of the 311 Love Me decks. It's basically like a cardistry deck, except that it's got all sorts of writing on the back design, which really does nothing for me. And the court cards, you can see, not very exciting. I get what they're going for with the like diamond type look and romance and stuff like that. And I don't mind it saying Kiss Me on there, but they got all this other stuff on there that says Valentine's Day, Meet You. What the hell is Meet You supposed to mean? I guess it's supposed to be Valentine's Day, Meet You, Kiss Me. It really just, it makes no sense. It looks like it was something written by someone in China who doesn't know English, and it just doesn't come across very well. And it's just too much writing. As somebody mentioned, it looks like a casino deck that was thrown up on. It looks weird. And I'm not really feeling the court cards in this. So I'm going to pass, personally. But it looks like it will fund. Then we got the relaunch of the Essentia playing cards by Nankin Chan. It's 53% funded, 24 days to go. That's a lot of stuff new this week. Let's look at this one. It's a relaunch of the previous project, so it's going to be fairly similar. The body of the court cards is not bad. I think the faces have been improved. Used to be a lot more goofier looking. But I think the color of the faces, there's nothing wrong with it. I just think that there should be a little more line work maybe to the court cards to make the more distinguishable. They kind of look very, they almost blend in with the white color basically. Especially the ones that aren't, like the Jack of Spades that lines up with the white, you can actually kind of make it out. Say with the Jack of Hearts. But then you look at the Queens, they don't touch the white, so they almost look white to me personally. You see a couple of dots on the face. Same with the Kings. And then the white hair doesn't help as well. I think maybe the white hair is a bit of a problem too on the Kings. It's just, they're not bad. I like the bodies. And I like how they incorporated the pips in the center. The faces just really don't do it for me. The back design's not bad, kind of simple, with pips throughout it. Simple but nice faces. And the Joker's not bad. There's a bit of a reveal there, I guess. Not really, because I got 4 pips on each one, so it's just there for fun. Not bad, overall. Kind of weird that they got the back design on the front of the box, and the back is a different color. That doesn't match the back design, which is a little bit weird. Is printed by Legends. So, there's that one. Let's move on. The Artboards V2 by Empire Arts is funded 4 days to go. Again, I can't really endorse that one too much because of the fact that they've basically taken artwork from other creators and tried to use it and pass it off as their own. We do have a new one from Chris of the Inkle, though. It's about time. It's been like 2 years or something since we've seen the last one. It is the Ecliptic Zodiac playing cards. It's 57% funded, 37 days. Still lots of time in this one. Should fund. Just a matter of time, I think. And it's already got over $20,000. Well, what is this in America? $17,000 US out of a $30,000 US goal. So it's just over the halfway mark. So it might actually be a bit of a struggle. The artwork is nice. It's definitely a different style. Each chord card represents a different zodiac. What you might call it. As you can see, the Queen of Hearts is Pisces. And I like how they have the zodiac symbols on there as well. And she's naked, so that always helps. And she's a mermaid. There's two different decks. One is blue colored, the other is red colored, as you can see, with the same artwork basically. A lion, a Leo for the King of Clubs. All the cards seem to have white lettering on the indexes. These pips on the black cards are black, and the red ones are white. Which is fine, though I think having red pips for the hearts and diamonds would have been fine too. It would have worked for both. The back design is a bunch of stars, because it should be. Because that's what it's all about. Whether or not this is actually going to be mirror imaged or not, in the end, I'm not sure. Something like this, it's probably going to be ever so slightly a one-way back design, because it's never going to be perfect, especially if it's USB-C, which I believe it is. There's your number cards. They're black holes, basically, from the looks of it. So they're nice. I like them. I recommend checking out. Looks like they're going to be numbered out of 1,000, individually numbered, written on the tuck cases. And he's yet to reveal most of the cards. There's going to be some art cards, nice coin. I think it's pretty awesome. Apparently there's only going to be custom aces at $40,000. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, why wouldn't they be custom? It's a custom deck. But anyways, two versions, standard edition and limited edition. I couldn't tell you which one is which. And I'm not sure, what the point is of labeling that when there's basically two and you're the same price and you can get both of them just as easily. Try to figure out who's printing these. Fortunately, I'm not sure. I have no idea. Who's printing? Oh, never mind. It says right there, USB-C. Duh. Okay, let's move on. They got the Butler Brothers playing cards, the wannabe Dan and Dave. 15% funded, 13 days to go. Not surprising, and it's not going to fund, I don't think, at this rate. Next, wow, there's a ton of new decks. Floral Hummingbird playing cards by Carlos Cyan Tizeda. 6% funded, 25 days to go. I don't think it's going to fund. It's an interesting concept from the looks of it. The back design, though, very one-way. For just a bird on there, and it even has their name on there, Satita Art, which, I mean, it's an okay art piece, but it does not make a nice back design, in my opinion. And that's not a back design. That's just a piece of art. That's a poster. Nobody wants that for a back design. King of Spades is pretty interesting. All the aces have a lowercase font for the writing, which is kind of weird. Just a little bit. And what's this? What's this Ponderosa Woman? That's what Ponderosa Woman. So they're not really showing you a whole lot. They're not showing you any number cards. All the aces are basically the same thing, so it's an artist who's done artwork that is repetitive, which is ridiculous. No idea who's printing it, and I quite frankly don't even care, because I don't think it's going to fund. Although it might. It only has a $1,300 US goal, so it might fund, but only $86 pledged so far, so it's probably going to be difficult. Moving on, the Tasty playing cards by Pedro Usanga is 68% funded, 24 days to go. Pretty long project that should fund in a matter of time. Then we got the, I don't even know what the hell that is. Is that the, well, swear word brand playing cards? FCKYR brand playing cards. I don't even know. People these days, they got to sort everything into just a bunch of mumble jumble letters. It's ridiculous. This is by Joey Miner. 32% funded. 27 days to go. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's not his first project. It's a bunch of weird figures on the back design. He is mirror imaged. It's colorful. I like colorful. But I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It's just a bunch of letters. It's just ridiculous. And the court cards, not exciting at all. It's just different. It's just the whole card basically filled with that specific character. Apparently, it will be bicycle branded. Well, that kind of turns me on a little bit because I do like bicycle branded. But apparently, this guy thinks he's trying to create some kind of a brand that's unpronounceable by name and is basically a swear word. And it's kind of bizarre. And I don't know if it's going to happen. He thinks he's and also the font, the coloring reminds me of the, what is it, the Supreme brand. Everyone trying to copy the Supreme brand. How about you be more original instead of trying to copy other people? Like I said, I think he's had a couple other projects here. I'll double check this. He did. He had the Insignia playing cards, which failed, and the Aquarelle playing cards, which also failed. And those ones were probably better than this one, in my opinion. I do like the bicycle branding. It's currently at 22, almost 2,300 out of a $7,000 goal. Pointed by USB-C. It does have bicycle branding. It's getting there. One thing I think, yeah, there you go. See, one thing that I dislike is, again, all this branded merchandise they're trying to sell. Like this is some kind of a store. If you're trying to produce a deck of cards, then produce a deck of cards. Yeah, we don't need all these T-shirts and hats and, you know, stuff like that added on. But that's just me. Some people just trying to, you know, create these brands. Alright, there's a whole bunch more stuff to talk about. Outlaw playing cards by Lee McKenzie, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned last week. 88% funded, 11 days to go. He has unlocked the limited edition deck, and I like it. I like it a lot. And I can't wait to see these. Hopefully it doesn't take too many months. When it is it supposed to deliver? May. That's wonderful. Yeah, this is the main one which we've looked at. There is this one. It's the Outlaw Hell Riders. Apparently it's marked. Nice red color, and it's also a weathered deck, as you can see. And actually, I'm not sure if there's. Yeah, I'm seeing like a brownish colored tuckets, but I'm also seeing red, so I'm confused as to if there's two or if there's just one. But it is apparently a marked deck, so that's cool. Yeah, it's a limited edition marked deck. I really like it. I just don't know why there's two different colors being shown there. It's probably just one that's just like a filtered color. It is what it is. I like it. Definitely recommend checking those out. Cabinet of Curiosities by Cellar Window is funded. 43 hours to go. Next we got the Sodo deck. Calligraphy playing cards by Nizo Siseo. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. 76% funded. 25 days to go. No idea what to expect here. If it's even an actual deck of cards. We'll find out momentarily. The back design's simple but interesting, and cardists will probably love it. The faces, on the other hand, are, yeah, just a bunch of Japanese symbols. And, you know, it's not a poker deck, it's not usable. But if you like it, and you want an interesting deck for cardistry, it might be decent. I don't know who's printing it or what the quality is going to be like, but it's definitely, as you can see by these images, made for cardists by cardists. It's by Hatchin 10, Miracle Production, whatever that means. A luxury stock with royal finish, so it's going to be good quality. And it's made specifically for cardistry and fluorescing. Not my cup of tea. I like decks that I can actually use to play cards with or do magic tricks with. So that's a pass. Oh my goodness, it continues. Next we got Savage Mastery. Savage Majesty is what I was going to say, by Leslie Hasili. 42% funded, 24 days to go. And it is dragons. The artwork is nice. It's mirror imaged. I'm not sure this is, one that I'm going to be interested particularly, but it's done well. I'm not sure what bunnies have to do with. Well, I mean, I guess there's all sorts of animals and creatures there, and it's not exactly a bunny, but it looks like a bunny. Bunny with antlers. Nice number cards. The back design's also pretty interesting, although it is a one-way back design because of the colors for some weird reason. I mean, it's done well. It's been printed by Legends. It's nice artwork. I do think that it's an unnecessary one-way back design, but it's pretty cool for what it is. Not familiar with this creator, but I will wish her the best of luck. Moving on, we got Grid Series 2 typographic playing cards by Luke Waddy. Redesigned and relaunched, 71% funded, 35 days to go. Seems like it's an unnecessarily long project. Printed by USB-C. Looks like the spades and the clubs are going to have black faces. I don't know, we'll see. And hearts and diamond red faces. It's basically typographic. It tells you what it is everywhere. We've also got a bunch of lettering in this corner that I don't even know what the hell it's supposed to be, like THSP. Here we got KISP. FIDI. Oh, I get it. It's the first two letters in the suit, the value in the suit. So free, THSP, spades. And then it also says free of spades up here next to this index and the other one. And in the opposite corner, we got pip and some dots to represent the value. And then it tells you point blank what it is. It also has a number highlighted. It's just not my style of deck. I really don't care for it. I'll be right back. I apologize. I was trying to get this done, but there's so many new decks I wasn't even expecting. This is taking forever. Anyways. Get comfortable here. Oh boy, it's going to be a long video. I might do a separate two videos today. This will be Kickstarter, and the other one will be other stuff. And the jokers are purple and blue, apparently. Or the back design is blue. I'm not even sure. I don't even know what the back design is. There's the back design. It just says grid on it. Excuse me. I'm not liking it. Again, I think these decks, when they tell you in like 50 different ways what the value in suit is, it's like playing cards for dummies. So, pass. Next, you got Epic Japan playing cards. Deck about history by Card Deck. It's 30% funded, 24 days to go. And I saw these the other day, and I think they're a little bit goofy looking. Like, what the hell does this chick have to do with Japanese history? She looks like she's there for just to be sexy. The court cards, like the kings, they look a little bit goofy. They're like dead people for some reason. I don't know. I appreciate what they're trying to do and everything. To be printed by Legends playing cards, so the quality will be good. The artwork is fine. It's it's well done. It's nicely designed. The aces, definitely Asian inspired. Spades have a yellow color, clubs like a bluish, hearts a kind of a pink red, and green for the diamond, so that's nice. It's definitely interesting to see spades as yellow. It might be a little confusing at the clubs, and the diamonds are darker colors, and then the spades is this yellow gold color. Just a little bit, but I do like full color decks, so I kind of like that. I like the tuck case is not bad. I don't like the back design being a one-way back design. I understand that's a nice Japanese theme and look to it, but it could be, you know, made a mirror image deck quite easily. And the jokers, some kind of sexy woman and some kind of a beast. Wait, let me see. It says here what it is. Tamano no Mai, a legendary figure in Japanese mythology. Okay. And then there's Suto Dozi, mythical Oni leader. I've heard of it, Oni. And it tells you what each figure is, so that's cool. So yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, the back design could be a bit more mirror imaged. That guy doesn't even look Japanese. I mean, sort of, I guess. Yeah, the number cards are pretty nice, custom pips. I just think that it would have been a little bit better if the spades had been this kind of darker blue color, and the clubs could have been the yellow color. Or, personally, I would have had the diamonds as the yellow color, and the clubs would have been green, but that's just me. And, oh, look at that, you can get a nice coin. It should have a hole in the middle. You can't do like a Japanese coin, Asian coin without a hole in the middle. Or those Chinese coins, whatever. Moving on. Mesmerized playing cards by Jonas Kaistrup is 53% funded, sorry, 5 hours to go. It's not going to happen at this rate. Metropolitan playing cards by Vieri Balboni, 8% funded, 27 days to go. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Yikes, there's a lot of projects this week. And right, to be printed by USB-C, so that's good. Only a 3,000 euro goal seems rather low for USB-C printed deck of cards. The back design is really unexciting. It looks like it's got a boner in the middle. Obviously it's not. It's something, skyscrapers or something. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, quite frankly. And then you just got this skyline, and it's really unexciting, unappealing. The cards, you know, the aces are fine. They show you different the ace of spades is not fine. This is the ace of spades. It's absolutely horrible. It's just a pip with the brand on there, no indexes. Absolutely horrible. If that's the ace of spades, it needs indexes, otherwise it's not usable. I don't know what this card is. It might be a joker. The other aces are nice, and they fit the Metropolitan theme with aspects of different cities. And then that's it. They're not showing us any court cards, any aces. Any court cards. Okay, they do have the ace of spades with indexes here, so this is just some image they throw on there. Maybe that's a joker. I don't know. But they really need to show us more if they expect to get funded. The back design really does nothing, and it's not going to fund at that rate. Bicycle Illusions from Magic Trick Stores. The next one, it is 86% funded, 19 days to go. It will fund, just a matter of time. And then we got Trask playing cards by Logan Theobald, 9% funded, 24 days to go. Please tell me it's not the type of deck that needs to be put in the trash. Don't make the name fitting. Good lord, so many decks. It is absolute garbage. It's a back design. It's pink with a white bar down the middle, of course, and it's a trash bin on it. What the hell is that? Can you be any more lazy or simpler about it? The name is absolutely fitting, and on top of that, they don't even show us any other cards because they are completely blank. What the hell is this? It's a blank deck. Printed by USB-C apparently. The design is kind of generic. You think it is generic. The price is pretty okay. Really? Well, $6 early bird for one deck is not a bad price. $7 for one deck, you know, is a good price. So the price is good. Three randomly selected people will get an extra half brick of decks thrown in with their order if they hit $15,000. Really? That doesn't sound desperate at all. We're giving you decks for free if we hit certain goals. From what, at least from what it looks like here in this image, they're blank, but I couldn't tell you. Come on. Yeah, they are blank. So absolutely stupid. I don't know why anyone would want to buy a blank deck that looks horrible. It's usable for nothing. It's just mainly for cardists, I guess. So good. All these cardists keep putting out decks that have no faces out. It saved me a ton of money. Video Games Playing Cards by Jandusoft is funded. Well funded. 19 days to go. Demonology Playing Cards by Emmanuel Valtiera is also funded. 5 days to go. Pretty nice deck. Ars Gosia Playing Cards, I think that's how I pronounce it, by Bale, is 60% funded, 16 days to go. May or may not make it. Ace Treasure Pirates Playing Cards, which I highly recommend checking out, by Ace Collectible Cards, is funded with 29 hours to go. Make sure you get them before it's too late. Spud Playing Cards Green Edition by Hong Nguyen is funded with 23 days to go, and this is another one of those cardistry decks that has no faces. So, yay, I don't have to buy it. The back design, well, I don't even know what you consider the back design. I guess this is the back design. It says Spuds. Again, trying to copy Supreme just a little bit, I think. The Supreme brand. Borderless Full Bleed. Big whoop. The faces is that, which is a donut, not a spud. A spud is a potato. The hell is that? It's a donut. But, whatever, it's made for cardistry, and if you like it, being printed by Expert Playing Cards, by all means check it out. For me, goodbye. Moving on. Oh my god, there's more. Good lord, does it ever end? We got the Art of Cardistry Geometry Playing Cards by Dylan Prescott. It's 80% funded, 25 days to go. Pretty old goal of $1,600 US. And it looks like the Diamond Playing Cards, basically. It's just a bunch of diamonds, geometry, black and white. Not great at all, in my opinion. Particularly the color scheme. If you're going to do a deck like this, it needs to have color. It needs to pop. This is kind of just bland and boring. Faces are completely standard. And yeah. And they are, what is the price point on these? $30 for one deck. Are you freaking kidding me? $30 for this? The standard faces? The early bird was $20. If anyone buys these at that price, they're ridiculous. And they're idiots, because it's definitely, and people are buying them. I don't get it. What's so special about these? It's not great at all. Now, he's done another deck before, apparently. Dylan Prescott. It was, oh yes, okay, so he had that Art of Cardistry stained glass deck, which is nice and colorful, and it pops. I like it. I like the theme. This one, thumbs down, in my opinion. I would not recommend it. I mean, if you really like it, great. But at that price point, absolutely ridiculous that anyone would pay that much for a deck of cards. Especially, I mean, it's not like it's a Jackson Robinson deck, and it's probably pretty limited. Supposed to be pretty limited. NPC printed it once again. I just don't find the appeal. Next, you got the Bicycle Antagon from Mikel Spatola, which I've mentioned before. Basically, it's a relaunch, bicycle branded relaunch of a deck that he did before, and it is 40% funded, 27 days to go. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but anything is possible. Then we got Black Roses playing cards, second edition. It's a second Immigrant edition by Daniel Snyder, 57% funded, 15 days to go. And calling this the Black Roses deck and a second edition seems ridiculous. I would have just called it the Green Roses, because it is in fact green. At least the other deck was actually black. This one is not. 4,800 euro gold. Wow. 4,800 euros is $7,400 Canadian. That is a ridiculous difference in currency. Remind me not to buy anything from Europe anymore. Because I would be overpaying. So you see the first one in black, which I got, which is actually a reproduction of the original deck. And this one is green. I do like the color on the top case and the back design, but I'm not sure I'm going to get it. The faces or turn off, they're doing the same thing as before, if not the same thing, probably the exact same thing. It's court cards, standard court cards, USPC court cards, which they're his buddy's friends as the faces. Right. And why are they only showing 3 of each? Where is the King of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds, and the Jack of Hearts? I guess the Jack of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, and the King of Clubs, one of each suit, is just going to be standard, which is even more ridiculous. There we go. There. Oh, I see. I get it. These cards are going to have your face on it. They're going to customize free card cards with backwards faces, which is even more ridiculous. $500, only $500, and you get your face on a King of Clubs. Right. Alrighty then. So far that one is gone. The Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds and Jack of Hearts is still available. Personally, I don't really care for that idea. Next, we got the Bicycle Monster Point cards by Will Roya. 63% funded, 21 days to go. It's just a matter of time. Another deck from Will Roya. He's like a deck a week here on Kickstarter. It's ridiculous. And that's from PlayingCardDecks.com. I do like this store. I've bought some stuff from them in the past. I've not been a huge fan of some of their designs. This one, however, we'll see. And the court cards are kind of goofy. They're monsters. It's okay. And there is the back design. A lot of detail. It's mirror image. It fits the theme. But it's still kind of weird looking and goofy. It's one that I might pick up just because it's bicycle branded in the future from his store or elsewhere. There is also a prototype deck available for purchase that I've seen before. And apparently Magic Orthodoxy got one. No, wait, that's not Magic Orthodoxy. It's Joe Ruiz, whoever that is. I never got one to review. You never know. I might get one. Okay, Joe Ruiz is the artist that designed this. Special thanks to Magic Orthodoxy, but not VJose32. Thanks a lot. But yeah, it's an okay deck. One that I'll probably pick up later on. I have seen the prototype available at his store, but never went for it. So it's not a very limited prototype, I don't think. Next, we got the 5 of Spades Dark Deck Edition by Yassine Boudraz, also known as 5 of Spades on social media. He is the dealer for Dose Probe, which is Sam Hales, who is the designer of this deck. This was actually launched like a week ago. Unfortunately, I didn't mention it last week because I didn't see it. It didn't show up when I searched for playing cards. I completely forgot about it until afterwards. It's an okay deck of cards. It's all about his branding, the 5 of Spades. It's designed, of course, by Sam Hale's Dos Prod, like I mentioned. Printed by Cardamundi. It's getting there funding-wise. Le Prozet. Obviously, his French. Get the patented Dos Prod ad card with a 5 of Spades reveal. At least I think that I would say that's a 5 of Spades reveal, even though it's his branding, his deck. I guess it's not much of a reveal if it's all over the place, but it could be used as a reveal. It's a nice, simple back design, and not sure who that's supposed to be in the Joker, but creepy looking. The 5 of Spades is a special card with the logo on it. It says 5 of Spades. I think that's a fitting idea. The Ace of Spades is just a simple Ace of Spades instead. And the court cards are patented Sam Hale's court cards. Similar to what you would see on a Carnival deck. It's a kind of a recolored standard court card with some modifications, and they kind of scratched out the faces, which I think is fitting. A lot of weathered look on the number cards and court cards. And pretty nice deck, one that I will probably look to pick up at some point in time, or maybe he'll be kind enough to send me one to review. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Pink Skull playing cards by TCC and Mebius is 48% funded, 9 days to go. This one may actually not fund. That would be interesting to see a TCC deck not fund for a change. It's not that exciting. It's not appealing to too many backers, apparently. We got Rump's Disaster Relief cards by Daniel Kutmeyer, 45% funded, 14 days to go. Does not look like it's going to make it, unfortunately. The Apothecary by Alexander Chin is very well funded, 14 days to go. Highly recommend checking that one out. I will be reviewing it. Special thanks to Alexander Chin for sending me decks to review. He's sending me like the whole enchilada. I did back for 2 of the decks, 1 of each. But he's still sending me the rest, which I appreciate. LM playing cards by Laura. And as I mentioned, the Apothecary, beautiful decks, nice gilded versions, color changing tuck cases, nice quality, and nice new back designs and faces to complete the set. Next up though, LM playing cards by Laura Marquette, named after herself. Well funded, pretty low goal, 3 days to go. And like I said, one-way back design, personally it feels like it's an afterthought compared to the cards. And we might be almost done. There's the Alighieri Dante's Inferno playing cards by D. Rodriguez with a 67% fund, 21 days to go. Like I said, if you're looking for an Alighieri Dante's Inferno themed deck, I recommend the ones from Passion playing cards. Much nicer, personally speaking. Not sure what this Hot 6 is, but looks more like a game. A Desire deck. Anything else? Really? Almost done. Oh, there is one more here. I don't know if I've sold you, so we'll look at it quickly, and then that's it. Oh my god, a what in the box? Good grief. No wonder it's got no funding. Who wants that in the box? Anyways, there's one more here. It's called the Sin Rummy, and it is 50% funded, 12 days to go, by Mason Adams. May or may not make it. Personally, not a huge fan of this one. It's the back design. Apparently, comes in red and black. Just a bunch of writing, a bunch of quotes. The faces look fairly standard. This is what it says on the back design. It's basically they're taking this science without humanity, pleasure without conscience, religion without sacrifice, commerce without morality, wealth without work, knowledge without character, and politics without principle. And actually, wealth without work describes a lot of YouTubers. Just saying, because I mean, sitting there playing video games or reacting to other people's videos, I don't consider that work. I consider that entertainment and a hobby. recreation. Certainly not work. And there's a lot of people making a lot of money just sitting on their asses. YouTube promoting laziness. Anyways, and here I am reacting to, basically reacting to projects on Kickstarter. But I'm not exactly making any wealth off of YouTube, that's for sure. I'm lucky if I make $100 every 2 months. Anyways, enough about my lack of wealth. This project, I mean, the Ace of Spades is interesting. The quote cards look kind of interesting. The back design, they've taken those quotes and they've chopped them up and put them on the back design. So you see Pleasure, Legion. You see Pleasure, Legion, Calmer, Elf. I mean, it makes no sense. It's just kind of weird. Each quote card represents one of those, I guess, 7 deadly sins. Pretty interesting, but not really something that I want to see on playing cards. I'm not sure who's printing them. There's your Ace of Spades, basically. Even the tuck case is kind of like chopped off how they did the writing. It's kind of fitting. And then they show you standard quote cards just for the hell of it. But yeah, not my cup of tea. And that is it for Kickstarter. Yippee-yi-yay-ki-yay. What have we been recording for here? Probably way too freaking long. Is this even recording still? I don't even know. Good Lord, I hope it's recording. Alright. Oops. That is going to be it for this video. It's long enough. I apologize. It's so long, but there's just a hell of a lot more going on than I expected. And that is that. Stay tuned. We'll do a regular What's on Deck looking at everything else, if anything.